Today, I'm joined by Mackenzie Wilson from the Maine Track and Field program. Mackenzie will be competing in the 2024 NCAA Track and Field Championships this coming week in the hammer throw. Mackenzie, first off, what are you feeling getting to compete in your first national championship here?
There's a lot of excitement, a little bit of nerves, but mostly just excitement. I'm a fifth year senior, so this is an incredible way to cap off my NCAA career.
You made it in the hammer throw. Going back to the East Regionals where you had to qualify to get into the national championships, you needed to be in the top 12 to advance to get to Oregon. Going into your final throw, you were not in the top 12. You got that big throw in the last throw. What was going through your mind leading up to that throw and then kind of just that whole experience of it?
Yeah, so regionals is really nerve-wracking. I was there last year, and then this year I was in a little bit of a different position where I was in that last flight. So, the last flight, you have the top 16 girls ranked in the East, and I went into the competition ranked 10th. So there's a little bit of pressure there that I knew if I threw something that I'm capable of, I would be going to the championships. So after my first two attempts weren't the best that I could do, I had that last attempt and honestly, all I can say is I was very, very nervous because I actually blacked out from my memory of that last attempt. But when I let go of the hammer, I remember knowing that I think I did it. And I remember sitting there waiting for my score to pop up. And thankfully it was ninth and then it stayed ninth. So yeah, but a lot of nervous energy.
Last three meets for you, regionals, and then New England's and conference championships. You really stepped up in the hammer throw. So, what are these expectations going into the NCAAs in Oregon?
Honestly, I'm going in with no expectations. I just, want to do what I'm capable of, but I'm not, seated in a position to have expectations on myself. So I'm going into this championship wanting to do well, but also taking it as an experience as I move into my post collegiate career. And honestly, a celebration of everything that I've accomplished in these last 5 years at the University of Maine.
You're not the only one from the Americas competing in hammer. Ludith
Yes.
Campos from you already made it as well. What's it like competing with her, at the regionals and then seeing both of you punch that ticket and both of you getting to go to Oregon to finish your careers there?
Oh my goodness, it was so wonderful. I feel a sense of comfort going into the competition, knowing that I have a fellow competitor from America East who I see very often. We're both going to be in the same flight. And honestly, through these past 5 years, we both pushed one another to be able to achieve this. And props to her and her coach for also punching their ticket. We had a lot of celebration afterwards, having two America East women qualify.
Mackenzie, so what has it been like to be a part of the Maine track and field program the last 5 years?
I have had an amazing experience the past 5 years. Our coach, Brian Woodbury, has completely transformed the throwing group into making it a very competitive group amongst the America East. And I've just had a really awesome time being with my teammates and friends and competing with them.
At Maine also, it seems like there's a large contingent of Canadians. What is that like to have so many people, so many fellow countrymen and women, at the school competing in the athletic department and just, those commonalities that we may not have, those of us who grew up in the United States?
Yeah, that was actually one of the reasons why the University of Maine was on my radar. When I visited there, I didn't realize the amount of Canadians. But after my visit, it felt like home because there are so many Canadians, and I knew that there's a community there at that school for me with people who have the same experience as me being a Canadian moving to the US. So it's incredible. It's a great community to be a part of on campus.
Mackenzie, congratulations once again, and best of luck in Oregon this coming week.
Thank you so much.